Well, well, well. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What's the matter? Are you still very sleepy?
I'm all right.
I'm really not surprised if you're sleepy, considering what time you got in this morning. What time did you get in this morning?
That's funny. I thought you already knew that.
Well, let's see. I woke up around 4 o'clock and the lights were still on.
Well, I came home sometime around that.
My goodness, I must say, Barbara must have a lot of stamina.
What do you mean by that?
Well, to keep all these late hours like that, and she's a working girl, too. Of course, I'm just assuming that you were with Barbara, but I think Nancy said something to me about that yesterday, maybe.
Yeah, I was with her some of the time.
Some of the time.
Yeah, the rest of the time I was with Sheila.
Sheila?
Oh, my legal aid case.
Oh, that's right. You said she was in the hospital.
Yeah, she's all right now. Well, that's what the doctors at Memorial say. But she needs somebody to be with her. I stayed until I felt sure she'd sleep through the night.
Tom, don't you think you might be taking your work a little too seriously? I bet Barbara thinks so.
Do you know when you're going back to the inn yet?
No, I'm not really sure about that. I thought I'd stay on here for a little while and see if I could be of help to Kim and, check over some things at the bookstore.
Doesn't sound like you're too anxious to get back to Bennett.
Oh, I most certainly am. It's just that there are other things that are also important.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what I think?
No, I don't. What?
I think you might believe that Grant might have been right about Bennett after all.
That is absolutely ridiculous, and it is not true. Oh, but I know. You and everybody else wish that Bennett would be guilty of just about everything, but I want to tell you something. He will never be guilty of anything.
I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you about it last night, but it was just so embarrassing when Jeff walked in.
Annie, I'm just sorry I gave Jeff the keys. I didn't know anyone would be here.
Oh, I'm not blaming you or Jeff. I'm not even blaming Doug. What happened last night was my fault.
You know, I wish you'd just own up to your own feelings and stop blaming anyone at all.
I don't know, Barbara. I don't know what's right.
Well, I hope you don't lose any more sleep over it.
What do you mean?
I woke up last night and I heard you walking around out here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up.
Well, you didn't. I was thinking about some problems of my own.
Tom?
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid so.
You upset because he stayed with Sheila?
Yeah, a little bit. Except that...
What?
Except that she is recuperating. She doesn't know anyone. She doesn't have any friends here. And I guess it is better if someone is there with her, or at least can drop in on her once in a while and check and see if she's okay.
You just wish that someone wasn't Tom?
Yeah. Does that sound terrible?
No. I think it's perfectly understandable.
I just wish you'd stop blaming yourself.